Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Majora's Mask Ultimate Challenge. I'm hoping it's going to be a good episode because I know I love the Stone Tower so stinking much. And
which is why I'm playing it.
And so we're going to do an episode 16 for you guys today. We're going to give you an efficient guide. Well, as efficient as possible because, you know, we're not perfect.
We've already gotten these switches out of the way because they take a long time and we're taking up some of our episode length. By the way, I'm Kyle. Hi.
This is Kyle. This be Reid. And I be JRon. We're your hosts for today, so we can show you this temple. So like Kyle was saying,
there's a specific order you need to get them in. You need to go this one, and then this one. Think Triforce.
Yeah, well, although Triforce would be in any direction. Anyways, speaking of Triforce, turn around real quick. And just look at that block. Look at the block and... Oh, I thought it was like...
It's only when it's inverted that you can see it.
Oh, okay.
There's Triforces on the blocks.
Yeah, it's
we'll
really
get
funny.
to that in our lore episode.
Yeah, there's...
planning.
Oh, by the way, guys, lore episodes, we're so content on gonna be doing that. But...
We're taking a cue from Epic Name Bro and Vati Vidya for their work on the lore of Dark Souls, and we're gonna do some of that from Majora.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked them out, do it, especially if you're a Dark Souls fan. It's some very creative stuff.
Yeah, so for what we're doing at the moment, we're going to be going throughout the towers, trying to see how far we can get within the time span we have, because preferred episodes are 20 to 30 minutes. I know that technically with the Water Temple, the Great Bay Temple, we did 36, or 33, something like that, and I feel a little bit bad about it, but I did not want to skip the episode.
I didn't have any chance to dodge that. That was...
So we will try to get as far as we can, but...
Man, that's a catastrophe! And this is redonkulous.
What we're going to first do is go through the door to your left like Kyle already did, and in this room there are many different switches. Behind those boxes are more little boxes, and instead of using...
I want the Buzz Lightyear picture. Boxes. Boxes everywhere.
Boxception.
Yeah, Boxception. Oh, Kyle and I, what was the thing we saw earlier? There was this meme.
Oh yeah, the Office suggestion meme, and it was Inception.
Yeah, it was like, so what can we do for such and such? And they're like, the blah 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 blah, Inception. And then the picture zoomed out, and it was another thing of the same panel.
So
zoomed out like, again, and it was like kept on doing that, and the picture was awesome.
It was like the layer upon layer of Inception thing.
Yeah.
Just Google Office suggestion Inception. Just Google that, and you'll smile.
I love the awesome Office Inception meme. Anyways, so this is the only switch you have to mandatorily put a statue on because the Garo is the only one fat enough to do it.
Trouble up.
And so for all the other ones, like I was saying earlier, you have the little boxes behind the bigger boxes, which you can then put on these switches instead of using the Elegy of Emptiness, which is a lot more convenient.
It's also horrifying.
Especially with the Link one. I mean, the Goron one is like, oh, look at my gut, I have a scar on it, I am manly. And then, yeah.
The Zora one's like, hey, look at me and my awesome guitar. Then the Link's one is just like, hi.
Okay, maybe it takes after their personalities-ish, because the Zora one, I mean, look at the Zora one for a quick second. Oh wait, you have to actually play the song first. But anyways, the Zora one is just like, he's pretty cool. Which makes sense because the Zora is probably the coolest one of the Zelda trio.
You know what's ironic?
What?
How did this guy get with Ruto if he's a bass player? Obviously.
Ooh.
I mean...
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying the bass play is getting none.
No, that's a guitar. Isn't the...
Oh yeah, the long-haired guy is the bassist.
Yeah.
Never mind.
We're going with
the
stereotypes.
guitarists get all the ones.
But look
all
at
the
him.
ones. Reid, we've done too many stereotypes already. Okay, what have we done so far? We've done black guy jokes.
We've done
in essence, we done goofed. That's what we done.
Regional stereotypes. That was fun for a while.
I know that we did a lot of nevermind.
Yeah, a lot of.
Let's just stop this before it gets out of hand again.
Hey, don't be kidding. You laugh. You laugh. Hey, you're one of the major proponents of that. Anyways,
you're one of the major proponents of cancer.
Well, excuse me.
I don't know.
I don't even know where that one came from. That was just me. That was just me BSing.
Well, see, it's kind of funny because
what you want to do is you want to get through the rooms with the switches, and then you go into the next chamber, which will have 2 platforms on the floor. Bomb the one that doesn't have shrubbery growing on it. Monty Python jokes, and you'll fall down here.
Yeah, and down
that block with the sunlight, and then go on an Armos killing spree.
And so for killing Armos, you can either blow them up or punch them with the Goron.
Bonus points if you get them to kill their friends.
Betrayal. Don't stop. That is a map.
I'm not. I'm just luring him up there, see?
Oh, I thought you were about to go press the chest. Anyways, so yeah, like usual, we can't get the compass or the map in the Ultimate Challenge, and so the way to get the real chest down here is to blow up all of them, and then once they're all dead and gone...
Hearts.
What a bonus.
The key will pop up once they're all dead.
Yeah, and so don't get that chest, because that one is the map. Kyle was actually practicing this earlier with me, and he's like, that's a map. Better not get that later. And since he was about to do it, I'm like, Kyle, no, don't do it, don't do it. Yeah. Anyways, so now that we've got a key, we can go to our left, and there's another door right there.
Crack!
And so in this room...
I believe it was the space duck, sir.
TFS all the way. Ah, man, too many of those.
Okay.
Anyways, so
get your Zora on,
Get
baby.
your Zora on all the way. And so in this room, there's only a couple things to do.
Graceful submarine.
What were you saying about Dolphin? Dolphin to E4. Sunk. Anyways.
So the trick is you have to let that hand chuck you up here.
Which is really odd because
then
usually
once you
they
get up
screw
here,
your day.
Once you get up here, kick open this biz.
And you get another key. And so once you get that
got
key,
a key.
we can go... Ah! You are the worst dolphin imposter I've ever seen. Worst dolphin, anyway.
I am not a dolphin. I am not a dolphin.
You are a
I'm
dolphin.
a fish man.
Not a dolphin, see?
I'm not sure what exactly that proves. Anyways, so once you go do that, go through the tunnel that the hand was at, and go up here like Kyle's doing right now, and there should be the door right there that is locked. And you're about to go into the horrifying room of lights and mirrors.
Wah! Wah!
And you'll see what I mean.
Wah!
In this game, it's a little bit different from some of the things in Ocarina of Time because we have the mirrors here, the tiny ones, and they don't reflect, well, they do reflect light, but if you hold light onto them with a mirror shield, they don't get that one. Good. Thank you. If they don't only reflect light, they actually hold on to light. Make sure to put your bomb mask on.
For example, let me just show you. Watch this. I shine light, it lets it out. I shine light on it longer, it lets it out for a longer time.
Yes, so the longer
but but you can't do it as well because these little black fuzzy toolios are messing with you. So what you do is you get to the edge of the platform with your blast mask on and just hold it for a
make sure you
long
already have
period
it on.
of time.
And then once you feel comfortable with how long you've done it,
blow them up with your shield still up,
which is really convenient because
and
the bomb
then
mask.
Get over here.
I mean, we
charge
already
that
have
for as long as you can.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually lasting a long time.
And then melt the block.
Yes, make sure you don't miss it because if you don't do it quite right, you can do it over and over and over and over again. Well, actually, while we were practicing earlier, I'm like, Kyle, try using the bomb
Hey, we
mask.
should get this. Oh, my dreams, my dreams.
And so those black fuzzy guys stop you from doing it very efficiently. However, if you have the bomb mask on, it's a really convenient thing because you already have your shield up, and it's just really good.
This room takes a little dexterity, I believe it was put earlier. Just the way I do it is I go like this. I've got one shot.
One shot?
Look at my Deku nuts. So once you hit this one, as soon as you hit it, start turning left.
Okay.
And get yourself through there, jamming the stick as far forward as it'll go.
Oh, you made it! Good Kyle, good Kyle.
And then you'll probably catch it on like the very
bottom
edge.
of it. There's a couple of ways you can do that. That's what Kyle likes to do, and it is quite efficient. The way
and it's also quite YOLO, which is far more important.
The other two ways you could do it is either you could go backwards as soon as you hit that middle one, or you could hold there until you're ready to go. And now,
the Garo Master.
Don Garo. Except it's not Don Garo, it's just Garo.
The Garo Master.
Garo.
There's a couple ways you can kill this guy. Josh likes to do it with a combination of masks, but I like to fight people in human form as often as I can.
You wanna know where I actually picked up the whole mask thing? Oh, get out of there! Oh, there you go.
Your shield is your best friend if you prefer to fight him as I do.
Yeah, there's a couple ways you can get to hit this guy. He's just one of those ninja people. You can either use Deku Nuts to stun him, or you could use your hook shot to stun him. The other ways you can fight him is that you can go from a distance. Hook shot's pretty risky.
Yeah,
well, I would suggest using hookshot only when he drops from the sky. So this guy does two different things. He can either try to attack you in a horizontal line. If you are far enough and get out of the way,
yeah, you want to
freeze.
If you get a distance from him,
get out of the way. Oh, there you go. And this is where I suggest using hookshot. Like, why did you wait so long?
Because I derped. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I derped and I didn't herp first, and that is just unsafe.
I did not herp the derp, so I done derped only.
I derped before I herped.
Run!
Alright, so yeah, so he has the 2 attacks. He has the lunge, and he also has the drop from the sky attack. And then if you hit him, he does the
Defensive
circle about.
spin.
So like I was saying earlier, your shield is a really, really good weapon to use. Not weapon, but defense.
It's a tool.
Yeah, and so one of the big, there's 2 different strategies for hitting him. Be from a distance, and when he does that thing, get out of the way, and then he'll be like, where the crud did he go? Because apparently he's really stupid. If he goes into the sky, get out of the way, and then you can either go back and hookshot him, or you could jump slash like Kyle likes to do. Either way is just fine.
It's not going to be as quick as if you had, say, the Gilded Sword, but frankly, who likes it?
Yeah. Well, a lot of American society.
And there! We've got him.
Very nice job.
Thank you.
I think that
Try to be careful about killing him, because if you die instead of him, you have to do everything from the temple previously already done, except for the keys, which kind of sucks because switches be annoying. Yeah.
by opening my heart and revealing my wisdom.
And this is a little bit of a funny scene right here. You can tell this is Japanese and that he's a samurai ninja because of one simple thing. Suicide.
Do not forget these words.
It's funny because ninjas would actually never do that. That's the the ninjas would die without leaving a corpse, but they wouldn't be all honorable and like give you information. That's the samurai part. It's a combination of the 2 cultures, I think.
Yeah, well,
Because
that's
a
why I
ninja
said,
would be like, screw you and
Yeah.
screw honor while we're at it.
that's why I said combination of the ninja and the samurai.
This isn't a compass, right?
No, I mean it's a boss, so it has to be the light arrows.
Woo! Okay.
The sacred light that you must shine.
Once
upon
you
this
get
Arab.
this magical light, like Reid just announced, you can warp to the beginning if you want, or you could check what's behind that door. Either way, it all sounds cool and fun. Oh, what an interesting room.
Let's just warp to the beginning.
Yeah, so bust out your ocarina, play that ye old song of soaring. Yes? Yes.
How many freaking times do I have to press it? Yeesh.
And so...
Wait.
Yes, Reid.
Isn't that... Is this where we have to battle the Igor and get the
No,
Giant's
Igor is
Mask?
the very, very end of the dungeon.
There's
After
2
we
Igors.
invert it. After we
Okay.
invert it.
So what am I doing? Am I soaring to the entrance?
Soar!
Soar!
Yes. Fly, buddy, fly. So now that we got the light arrows, we can, well, invert the stinking dungeon. And so once we invert the dungeon, we can do all the rest of it. However, you can do one of 2 different things right here. You can either go back to Clocktown and get Chateau Romani now, or you can do the rest of, you know, the dungeon. And this will be a pain right here. However, there is one good thing you can do. There are 2 switches you can press to get it out of the way.
Well, let's experiment. So that one takes that one there. Here, this one...
I have an idea. Why don't we just go to Clocktown first and get the Chateau Romani?
Yeah, we'll cut back here when we have the Chateau Romani, and these blocks will already be in place. We'll be right back.
Alright guys, so the reason we gotta get Chateau Romani is that Romani actually has the ability to give you infinite magic all the way up until you return time back to the beginning of the first day, which is awesome. I mean, I would buy it more often if it wasn't so like inconvenient to get it at 10 o'clock with 200 rupees, but if I could, I would do it because infinite magic is great. And the reason we had you guys do it now is because you already had to go away from the temple. So
Might as well, right?
might as well. Although I mean now you have to go all the way back up to temple. So choose wisely when you want to do it. For us, we decided to do it now because if you do it now, we'll have infinite magic for light arrows, and light arrows are very, very convenient for the Bosky boss.
Bosky boss?
Bosky boss.
That sounds like...
Bosky boss.
Bosky.
Gotta
It
go
sounds
fight...
like-
Bosky Boss!
Bosky.
It is
You-
Back when Mark Wahlberg was Marky Mark. Sorry, I mean...
It is a brand of vodka, of course.
Wait a minute.
Drink Bosky.
What?
Bosky.
East Clocktown is... We'll be right back!
We're on the wrong side of town.
Alright, so we're gonna start back here, right in front of the tower. There's actually a trick to not having to pull out all the switches. All you have to do is press out the one on the left, because the one on the left is in the middle,
Showing here.
in front of the eye. And so that's the eye right there that we can hit to throw the temple all the way upside down. If you've never seen this before, or played this before, it's one of the sweetest moments I've seen in a
This
long
is
time.
so cool.
And I'm not
Check
even...
it!
You missed! You missed!
Check it!
Try again, yeah. And now we follow our death.
No,
And how Link got back up, I'm not entirely sure.
I'm pretty sure he like fell into the sky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about this is that if you fall right now, you fall into the sky, which is one of the craziest things, and there's actually a thing behind it. There's a reason behind them setting up a tower like this. Don't be like, well, why would they build a tower to the gods and then make it able to flip around? There's a really cool reason. Myth in the lore video of someday we'll discuss that. Don't fall. There you go.
Oh, look at that. Does that look at all familiar?
Ah, it's a Triforce!
Wonder why.
Now, before we go any further, let's get drunk on some milk so that we'll have lots of
Oh,
magic.
have you not drunk some Romani yet?
We don't drink Chateau until we're at Twin Mold.
Chateau Romani replenishes magic for the entire 3 days.
Might as well.
What?
I've already said it twice! I've already said it twice!
Chug a friggin' lug, baby. Woo!
In fact, guys, the best
But
thing
now what happens if I die?
the best thing to
It
do
stays with
is
you, I
to
think.
get the Chateau Romani, drink it, then get another bottle of milk.
Why did you not tell me this?
Because I did.
Alright, regardless, I'm not so terrible at the game that I can't handle it, so...
So yeah, anyways, but I'm actually kind of surprised that you didn't know that. I said
No, I didn't. I never used Chateau Ramon.
well, I mean, I can understand not knowing it, but like, I said it to the audience twice. I explained that
I wasn't listening. I'm sorry. Alright, now what am I...
What? You go to the right.
I always get a little lost.
Go to the right
Okay,
side.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's actually 2 different directions you can take at first. However, it's entirely unnecessary to the other direction. The first one is go this direction and go throughout the temple. And now that we have the light arrows, instead of shining on blocks like that, we can just blow them up.
With light.
That reminded me of something. That reminded me of something really fast.
What?
Oh, it was the Sakon thing. And if you stand here, you can just blow them up. Anyways, whatever. So the other direction you can take is you can go hookshot to the top of the ceiling in the first room and face this thing called a Georg in order to get the Giant's Mask. However, Igor, thank you.
Georg's the fish.
Yeah, my bad. They all sound
Do
the
I go
same.
to this switch?
Why not press it down? As, I don't know what to say anymore.
Just click it.
So anyways, so what did that? I wasn't
It
looking.
opened a ring of fire, but there's nothing inside the ring of fire because there's another switch. We need to trigger.
Okay.
How
so
would you just
the
tell me where
switch-
to go?
The switch that we want is actually through that door, past that little man right there, and there's going to be a switch, which we actually saw earlier. It was one drowned in water that we would like to press this
Go
over,
away!
but we never got the chance. So it is this switch right here, and if you look to your bottom, past this tunnel, there is actually the same hand that helped us out earlier. And that chest, I believe, is a key.
It is indeed.
It is indeed. The other chest is either a stray fairy or the compass, so just ignore it. And that was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
That was kind of awesome.
Yeah. But speaking of awesome, one time when I was facing... Don't die by him. Hookshot his face off.
I know.
So yeah, one of the times I was facing this guy, for some reason I hookshotted him onto the platform. And I lured him to fall off the face of the
Yeah,
earth.
I was there.
Yeah, it was kind of awesome. Anyways.
Life is awesome. Or is it?
Is it?
It can be.
Nah, it sucks
I don't know.
someday.
Reid, how about you tell me?
No, it sucks, and then you die.
It's awesome because. Now, where do I go?
Well, there should be a door somewhere in here for you to go into. I believe it should be on that other side. Yep. And there it is. Just be wary of, you know, mines, because mines like to blow
Hello,
things up.
mine turtle.
No. Bloom.
Watch out for dripping lava.
So in this room,
Oh yeah, this biz.
you can actually go to the middle first. So you can skip some of doing it over and over again. In fact,
How do I do that?
just walk to the middle. Yeah. Well, actually, sorry, that was... Never mind. Never the mind. So yeah, just shoot the light arrow at the eye across from the center, and it doesn't invert the entire temple over, I don't believe. It just inverts this room. Kind of a trippy place. So once you do that, you can turn to Goron, like Kyle just did. Zoom across the room, and I'm not even sure what the middle platform is for.
Give me your dang money.
And then flip over the room once again, and you can go through the door, and...
And my legs are broken.
Link breaks. It must have legs of steel. Oh, this room kind of stinks. So this is a little puzzle right here. If you look to your bottom left, there should be a block, either here or on the other side. Other side it is. What? Oh, I was having a hard time keeping track. Anyways, so if you push that block from where it is from, each time you should be able to move it to where a new layer will be. And then you flip the whole room over just like the previous room, and you have to maneuver this block throughout the place. And luckily we don't have to get any more magic because Chateau Romani. If you didn't have Chateau Romani on, there's obviously these little chew jelly things available for you. Choo-choos. Are they called chew jellies in the game?
They're called both.
Okay.
Chew jelly is technically their leavings, but you can also call
leave it
them.
there. If you look into the sky after you kill him,
look into the sky and it'll give you an indicator of where you need to...
Yeah. Currently he's on the middle platform, which once he flips the room, he can then push it across the room and get closer. What we're trying to go for is that little block which you see now in the top left corner, and once we push it on there, the door will open, just like any Zelda puzzle. You know what? Want to know what I kind of wonder though?
What's that?
You know how they built this entire stone tower to like do different stuff and whatever? I'm just curious why they made it so intricate with all these little dungeon things. If they want to make a place of worship or a place of magic or whatever, fine by me, but I mean, isn't it a little bit odd or unnecessary to do all this?
Yeah!
Kill that chew jelly.
I think stone. I don't know. I don't know. That's a very excellent question.
Yeah, I guess you could say that for almost anything here.
You can say that in Ocarina, frankly. Why does the inside of a tree have switches and gates and locks and an intricate water pulley system?
Bad indigestion.
Exactly.
Really bad indigestion.
Yeah.
That's essentially the reason that he gives you
What did I eat?
a giant spider. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, the spider was the doing of Ganondorf. Anyways, so we're almost at that block, and actually, you know what? I just realized there's Majora's mask face on top of the block.
Yes, there is.
Maybe he screwed up this place. Same reason why same thing as him putting all the monsters in here.
Oh, I have to flip it again,
I don't know. Yep. Wait. You could no. Just go on the block and jump on.
I'm stupid.
I done herped. Wait, no. I done derped, but I did not herp. So I just derped. So I did not herp the
That
derp.
joke has already been made, and it was funnier when I made it.
But it was
Oh.
previous. Wait, it was this episode, wasn't it?
Light arrows.
Light arrows. Actually, this is not going to be that bad because Wizrobe is actually not that hard to kill with fire and ice arrows. With light arrows, he's a lot easier, and since we have like infinite magic, it's not a problem at all.
Dodge.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Ah, you're gonna die.
Drink some milk.
I guess so. I guess we're gonna have to get some before we face Twin Mold, though.
No, we'll be fine. We have Chateau Romani. Twin Mold will
Well,
be
yeah,
easy
but
to kill.
Chateau Romani just covers the magic.
I know, I'm saying we have enough magic that it'll be dead before we need health.
Are you
Oh.
sure about that?
Well, I mean, it still hurts you even as the giants.
Well, I know, but there's
Ye-
boulders and stuff around.
Yeah, it's still an inconvenience. Oh well, it's your gimmick. If you die, it was by your own design. Ha 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 ha. So yeah. So the
There's
best
no
strategy
accident.
for actually facing this Wizrobe is use the light arrows, like we were saying earlier, because it does more damage than any other arrow, or frankly anything, because that was a two-shot thing. And then once you do that and he starts running around, just shoot the real version of him. Usually I like to stay in the corner. That was awfully convenient. Because from the corner you can see all the different Wizrobes, all from the same location. He's on your right. In the corner. Yeah, there you go.
Took him with me.
Well,
I go
even-
down, I'm taking you with me.
Probably the most famous line I've ever known from Star Fox is that death. That death from, what's his face again?
Andros?
Andros. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. Anyways,
Hook shot up.
hook shot up, and you should be good. The
Is that
next
a
thing
fairy?
I believe we're going to do is face the
Don't open-
amazing...
Do I open it?
Not, I wouldn't. I believe it's just a fairy. It's just one of those things that give you an option to get to somewhere new. And this room is actually a bit of a pain sometimes. But anyways,
You can't see target opponent.
it is a pain if you're doing all the fairies for a place. And the reason it's a pain is because to your left you see a room right there. And there's a hidden fairy in that room, and it took us quite a while to get to when we played this.
Good thing we don't need to get him this time. Yay! Okay.
The other thing, though, is that there is a key in one of the rooms. It was probably that one to your upper rights. So once you get into the flower, don't go through the door yet.
I'm just
Yeah,
breaking
okay.
these.
I'm like, what is... Okay, yeah. So once you go through there, go to that room, and there should be a bunch of... What do you call them? What are those guys?
Those aren't
again?
really Armos. Those are...
They're not Armos. They're just something
I don't even
else.
remember how to kill them. Crud.
See target.
What you do is
Tattle.
you flip them over by shooting a light arrow at them, and then they smash themselves if you go under them. But you don't have to kill them. It's not necessary.
Okay, then where am I going? Left?
Yeah, just go throughout here, and there should be, to your left, up. There's a switch right there, which you can then press to...
Ermigy of Ermtiners.
Yes. And then in that chest, I believe, is another key, which we're going to need to do something. Something...
You mean to
being-
open a door?
Yes.
No, to start a car.
But Link doesn't
I
have a
wish
car.
we had a car.
Well, we have a sort of car. We have the Goron. Vroom, vroom, I'm a car.
Spikes. I'm a spiked hot rod and double barrel chest engine car.
Double. Okay.
Ow.
Because he is kind of buff. Anyways, so yeah, those guys may be a pain, but it's probably easier just to ignore them. So now, once we get this key and we go back to where all the Poes were, there are two different things you can go to. It's probably easier to do, go after you go through the door. Very nice.